Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. I can't tell if that's not mine, is it? Testing. Testing. Hello, Brock Smith. Hello, Brock Smith. Brock, can you hear me? Yes.
I wish the music would stop.
Oh. Welcome to Grain Valley High School, home of the Eagles, as there will be a battle of the birds tonight. Grain Valley Eagles versus the Raytown Blue Jays in volleyball. Grain Valley just had their starting lineup announced. You've got Kayla Gallagher, the freshman, is an outside hitter. You've got Drew Isles, who's the setter. She's a junior. You have Olivia Williams, a senior, is the other outside hitter. You've got the two middle blockers, and Megan Davies and Kelly Overturf. Megan's a sophomore and Kelly's a senior. And you have defensive specialist Haley Jennings. Defensive specialist Brock Smith, my partner today. What does a defensive specialist do, do you figure?
She's there for the first line of protection every time. She's not looking to score as many points on the offensive as much as be there for her team to support that back.
So she's receiving the serve as we go. One of my favorite things about volleyball is when the coaches hide where they want it served to. They come up with the number and then say what number position they want to serve to. So we're in game one. They play best 3 out of 5 to 25. It is rally scoring, which means no matter who's serving, you can earn a point. In the old days, it was to 15, but you could only score when you're serving. We're starting out with Drew Isles serving 0-0. Here she goes. Nice solid serve. Raytown has to scramble, gets it over the net. Isles with the set. Overturf with a place ball. It is ruled out, and Raytown is up 1-0.
Interesting start for Drew Isles, as last week she had 8 aces in a row in the game.
And I was at that game at Lee Summit. Tipped over by Isles, causes Raytown to make a mistake, and it's 1-1. We have our rotations. Rotating into the game is number 19.
Adeline Bybee for Kaylee Jenkins.
Yep, so Adeline Bybee's in the game. She is a right side, which means she's a hitter from the right side, the junior. Serving now, Olivia Williams doing the jump serve. Not a lot of high school kids can do that, can they? And she was effective there as she earned a point on the serve. Eagles are now up 2-1, and Olivia Williams this year has 25 aces and has scored 95 points, second most on the team on her serves behind Drew Isles. Williams receives serves, set by our setter, Drew Isles. Great pass to her. Was put over by number 6, Kayla Gallagher, the freshman. They set for Overturf there. And she gets it, puts it down for a kill, and Kelly Overturf's a pretty dangerous weapon there, isn't she?
Oh yeah, she likes to play a key role in that front line for the Eagles, and she's very effective doing so.
She's got 40 kills on the year, and that adds another one to the total, doesn't it? Williams serves again. She wasn't happy with her serve, but it had the same effect, didn't it? It's hard to receive a serve like that. Have you ever had to receive an Olivia Williams serve?
No, and I don't think I could.
Maybe something we can try after the game.
There we go.
Eagles up, serves into the net, and an unforced error there, which she lets out a primal scream. That's her 20th service error on the year. You want to get that ratio to a 2-1 aces to service errors, so she's not quite there. Number 21 for Raytown serving. Nice job by Anna McCready. They set up. They're not able to do the attack. They're just barely hitting it over. That was 19. Bybee.
You said she's going to be effective on that right side, and that's what she did right there. She got the kill on the right side.
Set up. Grain Valley runs it. Some schools run 2 setters, but the Eagles run 1 setter. So whenever the ball's served to them, they go back there. There's Overturf on the serve. Raytown had it set up nice for the kill, but number 2, Isabel Stegner, hit it into the net. So it's 6-2 Eagles. She's given her the serve. She's given her the number that Coach Squires is that she wants to serve to. Great serve, great placement by Overturf. Creates an unforced error. Yep, she found where the weakness was, and she Overturf served it there. And she's on a little run as they're up 7-2. That was a beautiful hit there by number 3. Mitriana Garth. She's a junior middle hitter, and that was a pretty effective strike right there. Yep. So now there's two girls, one on each team with different colored jerseys. Explain that to me, Brock. Another good kill by Raytown.
So that's the libero of the team. So for the Eagles, we have Addie Bumgardner, number 2.
The senior, right?
And for the Eagles, they have, or for the Blue Jays, correction, is number 10, Zoe Organ.
So both seniors, and a libero can substitute in anywhere, anytime. Is that correct? There's another put down by Bybee. And we've got wholesale substitutions in now. It looks like number 13 is joining us. Yep, and she's also a setter.
Kaiten Day will be taking over for Drew Isles.
And Kaiten's another right side hitter, so she'll line up there. Good block at the net. Nice dig, I believe that's called by Baumgartner. Out to Kaiten Day. That ball's still alive, and a well-placed, and Raytown is fired up. It's now 8-5 in the first set. Coach Squires actually played here when I first got here, so she was a student here, was hired to be a math teacher and coach. This is their second year, and they made it to the state quarterfinals last year. Do they have those kind of hopes for this year?
Oh, yeah. I've talked to many of the team, and they seem to like their chances this year. They've off to a hot start, undefeated in conference games, and looking good so far.
I believe the only losses they've taken are at tournaments on the weekends. There's Bybee on the serve. Kind of a short serve. Trouble receiving for Raytown. That makes the score 10-5. Got him doubled up once again. Replay to 25 rally scoring, which means that they serve, that you can score whether you're serving or not.
Bybee has a really good serve.
Yep.
A lot of people can't return, so Raytown doing a great job of getting that one back over.
As the back set, the pass to Kepke. Kepke gives it right to Olivia Williams, and Olivia Williams puts it down. She leads the team on the year with 107 kills, one over Addie Bybee. So if you look, Olivia Williams really feeds up the stat sheet, don't they?
So we're going to take an injury timeout here. Is that a kill from Olivia Williams? Hit the libero of Raytown, Zoe Organ in the face. So unfortunate that happened.
Now you look like you've taken a few volleyballs to the face. Is that true?
Maybe a few.
He looks like a wrestler, folks, Brock Smith. We've also got Styles Blackman, sophomore offensive lineman for the Grain Valley Eagles football team, joining us today for the broadcast. He covers, that's his regular beat, is covering volleyball, which is a good gig, isn't it, with a team that good that has a chance to make state?
Yeah, of course, most definitely.
And so Styles is here with us today. Football, we've got a game at Kearney tomorrow night. It won't be on this station, but I believe Kearney is doing the game. The Eagles are even up on the year. Kearney used to be a state power, has struggled the last couple of years, and I think this is a win that the Eagles can get. What do you think?
I think the Eagles need this win. It's going to be a couple big wins in a row here, and it's really going to keep that confidence going.
They're ranked third in the district right now. They won districts last year before losing in the state quarterfinals to Platte County. We're back to the action, and it seems like Bybee's been serving for quite a while.
Yeah, like I said earlier, she has one of those great serves that a lot of people can't hit back.
She's got 11 aces on the year, 8 service errors. Bybee, nice soft serve. That must have been called from the sidelines.
Grain Valley duo of Olivia Williams and Megan Davies is going to set up a great wall there.
Yep, and she didn't even dare hit it into the wall. She just hit it into the net so she didn't get stuffed. So Bybee has now earned 3 or 4 points in a row. Serve there. They're having trouble getting set up for kills. There's another point for the Eagles, up 13-5. And the Raytown coach is going to call timeout and talk about it. What other programs have we been covering lately? Who's doing real well right now?
The Grain Valley softball teams are doing amazing. They seem to just be hitting home runs and throwing no-hitters every game. And
I think they had a game tonight versus Truman. They started with a deficit and came back and won the game. You're going to check that on that silly social media stuff you have, aren't you?
Yeah, I believe senior Avery Huffman hit a home run today.
A home run, and I think they won, is it 5-2? We're going to take a look here. He's on that tweeter thing they talk about all the time. But it's 13-5 Eagles right now, and Raytown needs to be able to receive a serve cleanly and hit it.
The Eagles did win the softball game 5-2 against the Truman.
So the Eagles, I believe, are somewhere around 15-4 this year.
A couple big wins over state powerhouses.
Lee Summit North they beat in that 10-inning game, I believe. I was there. I was hungry. I was there forever. And Everett kept going to extra innings, even though they start a runner on second base to try to break the tie like they're doing in Major League Baseball. Bybee still serving 13-5 and serves it into the net.
So that little timeout is maybe a momentum kill.
Yep, so good job by the Raytown coach. I believe that's Nyla Bullock. And she kind of stopped the momentum, 13-6. Raytown serving, received well by Williams.
She gets knocked down and gets back up. And
She gets on and just kind of, it's a proper placement over. You know, I talked to Coach Squires, and she said that Williams just knows where the defense always is and really has a vision for it.
Yeah, and that's why she's one of the best returning players in the state. That list came out the other day, and Olivia Williams had a big spot on that list.
Jump serve by Addie Baumgartner, and doesn't quite go over. Would have been trouble, I think, if it had made it over.
We talked to Addie the other day, and she said that she had just been working on that jump serve.
Serve is received to the center. Williams pushes it over, sets up for the kill. Kepke again to Caden Day. Almost puts it away, but Raytown's scrambling, and it does not make it back over. Side out for the Eagles. Yep, and remember, Drew Isles is our service leader for the Eagles. She scored 105 points this year, most on the team. Has 29 aces and only 17 service errors. Let's see what she does here. That would be a service error. So turns over to Raytown, up 15-8. Now there's two schools of thought. There's one school that you don't try for a great serve because you lose a point automatically. There's another school of thought that if you want to score against a good team, your serves have to be better than, because it's the advantage to the receiving team to set it up for a pass, set, kill. So.
Addie Bybee's going to come back in for Kayla Jennings.
So here's Olivia Williams' jump serve. She fades it over. The ball is set, and a miscommunication. They do get it over. Baumgartner sets it. Bybee tries to tip it over the front line, which you see quite a bit of the time. Williams, Isles, Bybee. Yep, but it was dug out well by number 4, Emily Nelson, and this is a pretty long rally. That was a nice shot by number 6, Kayla Gallagher, the freshman. It was blocked, but blocked out of bounds. It's hard to keep that ball in bounds going at that speed, isn't it?
Yeah, she's made a huge impact as a hitter, as a freshman, and you don't see that kind of talent that young. And so
that was a great hit, but Drew Isles with the great scramble and return. Grand Valley gets a point. It's now 18-8.
Herself happy with the serve here.
She's not happy a lot. She's quite a competitor, isn't she?
I think she likes to get on and get off the court.
Set back for Bybee. It is ruled out. Just missed the back line.
You saw the Raytown defender get out of the way. I think that was the only option.
Said that was going to be put over. Anna McCready, the senior. That's a great serve. Handled well by the Eagles, and Kelly Overturf knows what to do with it, doesn't she?
Yeah, you put the ball in her area, and she's gonna get you some power on that hit.
She's going to put it down with some anger, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
And Overturf, it was part of that state quarterfinal team that lost to Platte County last year. She's now serving. It's 19-9. You know, Raytown just isn't setting up their offense, are they? Whereas the Eagles usually are getting something.
And it's almost hard to set up your offense when you have this line of different attacks coming at you from the Eagles.
Ooh. And there's the crafty Drew Isles. Okay, she wasn't in position to get a nice set, so she tips it over and kind of hit them where they ain't. And Drew Isles gets a point there for the Eagles. Raytown calls their second timeout, down 20-9, and we'll see if Overturf can finish. It looks like we got some Eagle fans coming in, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the first set, we're going to talk to our man Styles Blackman to give us an update on how the first period looks. So we'll be talking to him soon. But until then, tennis team having a great year. You were at their meet the other day, and I believe there's a kind of a special on that meet that you can watch. A couple interviews.
Yeah, it'll be out hopefully by the first of next week. And really great stuff happening at the Green Valley tennis team. 4 for 4 in tournaments now, and they really got good depth this year, and that's what's hopefully going to fuel them to a state run.
Definitely. So let's see if Overturf can finish this set. Good serve. Now that was a better return. They do get the opportunity to try to hit it over. Raytown has to scramble here. They set it. Set too close to the net. Isles isn't happy about that.
And you saw on that second volley there, the crafty work between Drew Isles and Addie Bybee, and they really have that chemistry since playing together in club.
I think most of the girls nowadays play club, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Green Valley's a little sloppy on offense right now. They're receiving the ball, scrambling well. Oh, and that was just blocked in the middle there by number 22, junior Cheyenne Hungate. And she roofed that one, I believe they call it. Is that correct, roofing it?
Maybe.
You don't know, do you?
I'm not the volleyball expert.
That's Bybee. Now, they didn't block it, but they slowed it down with their hands, made it returnable. Baumgartner with the pass to Isles. That's Williams, a back row hit, which is tough to do. We've got a long volley going, and that's a great job. Once again, the craftiness of Drew Isles. Raytown, instead of just setting it to someone to kill, she found a hole and she knocked it over. Side out for the Eagles, 21-11. Kepke with a nice serve, scores a point. She's happy about that. Kepke has scored 58 points on the year. The sophomore's getting in the rotation for a really good varsity team. That's a good sign, isn't it, for the future?
Getting those young core activated as early as possible is what's going to help this team stay good for years to come.
Most definitely. That was Bybee again on the swing there, pretty effectively, 2 points away. Kind of a mini jump serve by Kepke, and a little long there. Maybe at our second break we can talk to linebacker Brody Baker and have a little preview of the football game, what we're going to see from the Eagles. But at the first break we're going to talk to Styles Blackman. There's Caden Day, big swing, but it goes out of bounds. That's an unforced error. (23-13), and Raytown will have to make quite a run to get into this. Set by Kepke, back set to Bybee. Almost blocked, Raytown scrambling. The lefty hit there. Oh, and a little pop over by Kepke. Kept in. And another point as Raytown's on a run. We'll see if Squires calls a timeout or she'll let the girls work their way out of it. Great job there by Davies. And here's Bybee serving for the set. Short serve, but it was out of bounds. 24-15 as they can't get that last elusive point. Coming back into the game is number 37, Haley Jennings. Here's Williams and puts it down for the kill, and that's the end of the first set, won by the Eagles 25-15. Now we're going to go to Styles Blackman and have his commentary on the first stanza.
Well, collectively, as a whole, I feel like we're doing great. I feel like we need to slow the game down just a little bit as Raytown went on a 5-0 run. We got a little bit sloppy towards the end, but I'm hoping the momentum can just pick up through this next half and we can be able to put them away a little bit sooner.
Thank you for that, Styles. Styles Blackman, a gentleman and a scholar. So we're getting ready for the second period. We've talked about softball, has had a good couple weeks. I believe they play a tournament in Liberty this weekend that I'll be going to. So they'll play a lot of good teams up Liberty way. We've got the volleyball finishing tonight, football at Kearney, and we have the Brody Baker interview coming up after the second stanza. Going to talk about what they think they're going to see in the Kearney offense. I know they've got kind of a dual player, quarterback, running back, and I believe his name is Ian Acosta, so I'm guessing they've game planned for him a little bit. They had a kid who ran for like 200 yards, I believe, last game, and see what they have to say about that. I don't think they're much of a passing team, but we'll ask Brody about that as we get ready for the second. So we're ready to start the second set. Same starters for the Eagles at before. It looks like we've got Davies, Isles, Gallagher, Kelly Overturf, Olivia Williams, and number 37, Haley Jennings on the floor for the Eagles. Remember that Baumgartner as a libero can sub in at any time. We're still working on my partner's microphone, so you're stuck listening to me. Brock, how did you view the first stanza?
I thought the Eagles did really well, and they were able to get that tricky offense going, and that tricky offense is really stumped the Raytown Blue Jays so far.
Yeah, it seems like they've had a lot of errors so far, a lot of unforced errors, and they need to clean it up a little bit because if you play a team like Lee Summit, who they played really well against, you can't afford just to kind of hit it back and forth over.
Yeah, the Eagles are, if you look at them right now, they're having fun out there. You know, they're ready to get out of here, it looks like, and that's what we kind of talked about earlier with the senior Olivia Williams. She likes to take care of business as fast as possible, and that's kind of been the theme for the Eagles volleyball team this year, as they've pretty much wiped out everyone they've played.
Yeah, like I said, I think this squad is maybe a little bit above Raytown in terms of skill level, but I think Raytown's giving a good battle. They're scrambling well right now. As we get ready for the second set, Raytown will be serving first. That's number 4, Emily Nelson, the junior setter, who will be serving first for Raytown. She didn't like the first volleyball, so she went back and grabbed another. Nicely placed serve. Williams receives to Isles. Gallagher, it's blocked. And that was Olivia Williams with the kill. 1-0 Eagles. Starting the second period. And that served out of bounds. There must have been a penalty or something on the Eagles because that first point was scored by Raytown. It's 1-1 with Olivia Williams into the game. Tell me more about Olivia Williams serving.
Yeah, Olivia Williams, she is one of the greatest servers we have at Grand Valley here. Some of her stats here, she has about 155 service attempts, and she seems to get lots of those kills. She has 25 aces and 19 service errors. So that ratio is almost to where you want it at 2-1, but not quite. And that's one of her goals, I think. And she's very hard on herself, so I'm sure she'll be getting back to it.
Both of the teams are having trouble serving early in the second period and receiving serve. Eagles are up 3-2. You've got Overturf, the third server in the rotation. Nice short serve. It was tough to receive by Raytown. That's a great place serve. Sometimes you don't need a lot of speed. You just need to have great placement.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot tonight with the Grand Valley offense here. They like to just pitch it over and let Raytown do the work, and that's kind of how we've gotten most of our points tonight. Here comes the hit over, and Olivia Williams with the dig, and to Drew Isles. And wow, Addie Bybee lays one down, and Raytown is nowhere near able to get to that.
And the junior right side hitter has been getting a lot of the calls today. You know, the setter, they're like a quarterback. They have to decide who to distribute the ball to, and she's been getting a lot of run right now. Overturf on the serve again. That was a great attempt at a kill by 21, Anna McCready, but Grand Valley brings it right back to them, don't they?
Yeah, the Eagles are leading now 6-2 early in this second set.
Overturf 4 in a row.
Yeah, Kelly Overturf has taken this game over early, and here she goes again with another good serve.
Well received by the barrel.
Kelly Overturf takes her own number here, and Olivia Williams is going to get another kill here for the Eagles from the back row.
It is tough to get a back row kill, and Olivia Williams is as good as any. You know, she's only 5'7", but her vertical's got to be twice Styles Blackman's vertical, I would say, wouldn't you?
I'd have to agree so.
So here we are. It's a timeout. Once again, Raytown in the first, Coach Bullock in the first quarter for the Raytown Blue Jays for the first period called a timeout to try to stop momentum. She's doing that again as Overturf has reeled off 5 straight points for the Eagles.
Yes, they're going to have to find an answer to Kelly Overturf. And actually, last time they called a timeout in the first set, it worked, and they kind of stopped the momentum of Kelly Overturf. So Coach Bullock for the Blue Jays is looking to do that again, but Kelly Overturf is looking strong. She's looking like she wants to take it all over again.
It looks like she's talking. It also looked like she was talking to her mother during that break, trying to say who she was going to be taking home for the night. We've got one more day of school left this week. Another fine week at Grand Valley High School. Overturf again on the serve. And would you call that a block? I'm not sure, by Gallagher.
It was a good play is what it needs to be called.
And so Gallagher, the freshman, puts a point on the board. Overturf again serving. I think everybody would be fine if she serves out the rest of the game. Back set by Isles. That was Bybee again. And Raytown didn't have much of a chance at that, did they?
We're going to have to start calling Isles and Bybee the Tom Brady and Gronk, as you would say.
I don't know if I'd want to be compared to Gronk, though, but who knows? Raytown tits it back over. They haven't just got much offense going. And that was set to Gallagher, and it was dug out by Raytown. They hit it over. Williams passes it to the setter. Gallagher places it. It wasn't a strong kill, but once again, a well-placed hit.
Yeah, she's done that a couple times here on this long run by Kelly Overturf, and kind of been the deciding factor of why Kelly Overturf is still serving for the Eagles.
I actually shaved before Kelly Overturf started, and now I've grown a beard during the time she's been serving. That was an unforced error by Raytown, and guess what? Here goes Kelly Overturf again. Anthony Greco coming on, cheering the team on.
I got a bold prediction.
Okay.
This one's going to be a Kelly Overturf point, and it is.
It is. 12-2.
I think that's 10 in a row for Kelly Overturf, and the Eagles are up 12-2 on the Blue Jays. You know, the other team, or if you're playing for the Eagles right now, you've got to be getting bored. Gonna be a missed error by Anna McCready of the Raytown Blue Jays, and she didn't know what to do with Kelly Overturf's serve.
You know, one thing that's great to see is I see football players, I see softball players in their uniforms here in the crowd. It's great to see all kinds of other sports supporting the different teams. So that was Overturf on the serve. They do get an attempt at a kill. Isles, though, sets up Bybee. And does Bybee know what to do with it or not?
Bybee's going to know what to do with it every time. She hasn't missed a kill yet, I think.
Now, we also have Ty Williams in the class here with us. Your dad gave the pep talk to the team today. How was it, Ty?
It was great. It really impacted the team. You know, he talked about with God on your side, you can do all things, and I think that's really going to help the team tomorrow.
That's awesome. That's awesome in their game with Kearney. While we were away, Kelly Overturf was still serving. And Olivia Williams passed it back to her in not a nice way. I think she wants to get some serving in too. So Overturf is getting her practice. We're on a 13-0 run, and coaches only have 2 timeouts. So the question is, when is Raytown going to call their other one? Great serve by Overturf again. They set it well, but don't get for the kill. That ball's out.
If I'm the Raytown coach, I'm gonna have to. Never mind. She's gonna go ahead and try to call that timeout right now as the Eagles go into this second timeout, 16-2.
So at 16-2, when you're the team ahead, what do you say as a coach in the huddle when you're up 16-2? Styles Blackman?
Just keep the momentum up, keep the maintain, keep composure, just keep everything rolling and going at once, and just try to put it away.
It's hard, isn't it, when you're playing and you got a big lead, like Truman last week in football. Was it hard to keep concentrating when you had a running clock?
A little bit. You know, it took some mental focus. You just wanted to take some plays off, but know that it's not. That's what it's about. You just got to keep class and keep doing what you're doing from the start.
Yep, you're trying to build bigger than this game. So here's Overturf again, 16-2. It's 14 straight by her. Once again, stick around for your Brody Baker interview in the. Anthony Greco wants in too, another sophomore. He's a wide receiver, caught his first balls of the year, I believe, last game. That's Williams on a nice dig. It's oh my gosh. That's the definition of a kill. If we had a second camera, we'd show you the crowd and show you. They're doing the "she's a freshman" chant. When I do a big play like that, they say, "He's a geriatric." So here we have, it's 17-2 now. Overturf receives. Isles with the set. And that's Davies on the put down, I believe. Megan Davies. And everything's going right for the Eagles right now. Oh, wait, it looks like it must have been an error. I think we might have gone into the net there. So Overturf's run ends, and Addie Baumgartner comes in for her. It's 17-3. Brock?
Yeah, that was just straight entertainment right there. 15 points of entertainment by Kelly Overturf and the Lady Eagles. And Raytown's going to get their shot to serve here. And once again, Addie Bybee gets the ball, and she's going to kill it every time.
You know, I'd say Bybie's the hitter of the game so far. It looks like she's really putting the ball down and great placement and pretty good speed with it.
Yeah. If you read the first part of her last name, that's what she's telling Raytown right now. She wants them out of her gym. So there's going to be a miscommunication by Olivia Williams and the setter. And Raytown will have the ball again to start here, down 18-4, late in the second set. Number 22, Cheyenne Hungate with the missed serve, and the Eagles will have the ball.
And a service error down 18-4 is not a good idea, is it?
No. You got to get the momentum on your side as fast as possible down that big.
So here's Bybie serving. Great serve there. Almost an ace. I think to be considered an ace, you have to have it hit the ground without anyone hitting it. But that was a great service point there, and there was nothing that Raytown could have done about it.
So Addie Bybie's going to be looking to make her own run here late in the set, and just couldn't get enough on that one.
My belief is that you jinxed her, and I don't know why you would do that to her, Brock. Is it because she's a classmate?
No, I would never do that to her. You know, the Eagles are up 20-5 here, looking to get these last 5 points, and going to be a great sliding play by Haley Jennings, and just can't get enough on it.
So that's a little scoring run, and if you're Raytown, they've got no give up in them. They're still playing hard, but it'll be a tall task to get back into this set.
And remember, Raytown has 0 timeouts left in the set.
That was Kepke on the placement, finds the open gap, scores a point there. Baumgartner's back in for Davies. And it'd be great if the senior Addie Baumgartner could finish this set off. She does her jump serve, had a little trouble on her first one. This one, that's an ace. Barely makes it over the net, but it hits, and she gets an ace there, and that's her 27th ace on the year. She's 2 down from Drew Isles in leading the team in aces, so that's her 27th. Here she goes again. That was a nice serve. She's getting it figured out. And that was just roofed by the 5'7" Olivia Williams.
Olivia Williams does have a higher vertical than Styles Blackman.
Yes, I do remember that she has a higher vertical than Styles Blackman. Baumgartner on the serve. That's a service there, so she's 2 for 4 on serves. I bet you she probably doesn't pull this out if it's a playoff game, but while she's playing now, she's trying to perfect her craft while she can. That was Jennings to Kepke to Overturf, back to Kepke, and it's hit back over by Caton Day. That was a good set for Raytown, and it looks like Jennings touched it. I don't know if it would have gone out of bounds or not. What do you think?
I don't know. It was going to be a close call, and she couldn't make the decision fast enough. Not going to be a big deal here, except for the time factor of them getting out of this gym. And
most definitely. There's Day. Just had a tough angle there. You got to hit it at its height. Once the set falls below the net, it's hard to get an angle to get it over.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those deciding factors. Do you hit it overhand or do you hit it underhand? And right there, she made the wrong choice.
So now it's set for Day. Tips it over, and it's 24. It's 24-9, and here we go. That'll be Drew Isles, the leader in aces. That'd be a great way to end this set with an ace by junior Drew Isles.
No, the person in second place with the aces, Addie Baumgartner, just got one. So Drew Isles is looking to get one, and she doesn't. But the Eagles are going to hopefully get this last point here with Addie Baumgartner with the hit.
Nice scramble by Raytown. Tipped over. Raytown sets it. Baumgartner with the bump set. That's Williams, and puts it down, and the Eagles win that set 25-19. Now we're getting ready to do so. Brody Baker is a sophomore linebacker for the Eagles. He's a big hitter. Reminds me a lot of Seth Dankenbring as a young man. I don't know if he's going to get taller than him, but Brody, tell me, how are we feeling going into the game against Kearney?
Yeah, Kearney's a really good. They're a good club. They're a good football team. They're coached by a good staff, and they got some good size on the offensive line. And one tackles at 6'10", and the other at 6'5".
And we do not have a 6'10" lineman, do we?
We do not.
We have a 6'5" Styles Blackman. Do you think he's 6'5" maybe? So what are the key things? What does Kearney do on offense that we've been trying to prepare for?
They got a wildcat formation that we put a special play in for, and they pull a lot. So if we see the pullers as linebackers, we need to get downhill and get to our spots, and I think we'll be fine.
On the offensive end, we have Anthony Greco. Anthony had, 2 or 3 catches last game? I believe he recovered an onside kick also. Anthony, how about on offense? What do they do defensively?
Defensively, they run cover 4, cover 2, but that doesn't affect us. We have the guys and talent to attack them, and even though we're missing track star and football star Logan Prout, we're still going to go into the football game the same way as we would any other week, and yeah.
Hey, appreciate it, guys. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be there at Kearney to watch you play. Okay.
Streamed on ESPN3, by the way.
Game's being streamed on ESPN3, we heard. So if you're not able to make it to the game to Kearney, make sure that you get it on there streamed and get ready to go for the game. We're getting ready for the third set. Eagles up 2-0. What are you, the Raytown coach, telling your kids right now?
Go make a play. Go do it for your teammates. You guys are at practice every day together. Let's show some heart and get some momentum going into the next game. As the volleyball team is waving over here at the broadcast. Shout out to Olivia Williams and Drew Isle.
Drew Isle and Olivia Williams are worried about the announcing right now as they get ready for the game. They're waving to the huddle camera there, which is opposite us. So we wish them a good third set. I've got to go home and let the dog out, so we need to win in 3. I'm telling them win in 3. So here we go. We're getting ready for the third set. Yep, here we go. So Drew Isles, once again the #1 server for the Eagles in points and aces, gets ready to serve. She has not had an ace yet today. Isles serves it, nice hard one. Not able to receive it, so it's 1-0 Eagles. Now it's interesting, usually she'll look at placement. Here she goes, let's see what coach says. She's flashing a 5, what does that mean? Let's see. I think that's for the person in the middle, deep middle is my guess for a 5. Raytown returns the serve pretty well. That's Olivia Williams trying for the kill. Back over, Raytown doing a nice job right now, and it looks like Grain Valley was into the net. So that'll be a point for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays even it up at 1-1.
If you're the Blue Jays here, you got to get a couple points here. You got to start your own rally. Like we said before this set, you're playing for each other now, and we'll see if they can do something here. And Kelly Overturf with the strong putback for the Eagles. And Olivia Williams just missed it as the ball hits into the net as another unenforced error for Olivia Williams.
And remember, you can't score if it hits the net, unless it goes over the net when you hit it. Raytown with the serve. And that's Overturf. She got a nice, what I call a quick set, right? A short, quick set. She put it down pretty fast. It's 2-2 now with Olivia Williams serving.
And if you're Raytown, you got to be cautious of who just came in. That's junior number 19, Addie Bybee, who has been laying out the Blue Jays all night. And she gets a call here and puts it on the corner. And
puts it right down the line. It happened so quickly that the side judge there had no idea what happened. It was called by my good friend, the top official there up on the stand is Charles. Charles and he used to get mad at me when I coached basketball and he reffed games. That's Williams on another good serve. Raytown gets it back over though. It's set. Isles sets it to Gallagher. Raytown sends it back over, and they're competing pretty well this quarter, and that was in right in the corner. Took it from one side to the other. If I had to pick a player of the game today, I'd probably pick Overturf or Bybee. What do you think?
Yeah, they seem to have the most impact today, and they're doing a great job. So Olivia Williams is going to be set to serve it here, up 4-2. She's just a little long. So the score will be 4-3.
So Raytown hanging in there right now. But a service error is going to be costly here. Almost as costly as Brock Smith dropping his phone. Overturf with the serve. Received by Isles, set by Williams. An attempted kill by Bybee. It was blocked, but she pushes it right back over, and that's a point for the Eagles. They've got a little gap now, 6-3 lead.
The very dangerous Kelly Overturf back to serve. She's looking to go on another run for herself, and great play by Drew Isles. She's looking to get player of the game. It's going to be out. That'll be Raytown's number 21, Anna McCready, with the hit just too long, and Kelly Overturf is ready to work here.
You know, she had 57 points in the year going into this game, and I think she's gotten, 15 or 18 points already, and she's making another service run. Overturf with another solid serve. Raytown's having trouble setting up their offense because they're having trouble with the serve. However, their nice kill by Raytown. They'll get the point and get the serve, and they remove the dangerous Kelly Overturf from being on that service line as the libero subs in for her. Williams kind of got it on the way down, had a service error there, or had a hitting error, and didn't look really happy about it, did she?
No, she's very hard on herself, and that's kind of part of her game, and she likes to be the best at what she does.
And the funny thing about it, she's still thinking about it. You can see the look on her face. She looked like she either smelled Brody Baker's gym shoes or she's upset about that last hit, both of which cause a lot of problems.
The sophomore Kepke to serve here, and she gets it over the line well, and set by Baumgartner to Bybee, and going to be returned by the Blue Jays here. And blocked by Bybee. Blocked by Allison Schaefer, who just came into the game. And the Eagles showing a little bit of defense on their own right there. And we haven't had to see that much from the Eagles.
Yep. A couple nice blocks there. They got Raytown scrambling. And now Kepke's on the service line with the Eagles up 10-5. They're 40% of the way to a third set victory. That was a good hit by Raytown, blocked a little bit by the Eagles. Schaefer, back to Kepke. And Kaiten Day knows what to do with it, doesn't she?
Yeah, Kaiten Day. Hey, she's a broadcaster herself, too.
Yep, she's on our broadcast team. I believe she did sound for one of the last football games. Soccer game, that's right. I think we're undefeated as announcers, aren't we, so far?
Yeah, I think we need to announce more games.
Volleyball's putting on a show, and that was an ace for Kepke, the sophomore. She's a much better volleyball player than Anthony Greco, correct?
I'd say so myself.
So Kepke on the serve. She's feeling good about the last serve. She looks at Coach Squires for placement. She's assisted by Coach Massia and Coach McDaniel, who are having fine years at C-Team and JV. Good kill by Raytown, and Raytown's much more competitive here in the set.
So the score might not show it, but Raytown's having a way better game this third set. The volleys are being way more competitive with the Eagles, and Raytown found a flow until the ball gets put in Addie Bybee's hands.
Bybee can end a rally in a hurry, can't she? So here we go. Bybee now gets rewarded, and she's able to serve as a lot of the football players come in to watch the last set. I don't think they paid to get in, but I'm not going to tell on them. And that's a point by Raytown. It's now 13-7. Eagles. Raytown does have the serve, and we'll see number 37. Jennings is back in the game to receive the serve. She's a defensive specialist, which means when the hitters go to the back row, she takes over for them. Hit by Baumgartner to Kepke to Williams. That's what it should look like, but a good dig by Raytown. Baumgartner on the bump set. Over to Williams, who once again places it beautifully. Doesn't need to show power, but shows strategy there to earn the point.
Yeah, and that's kind of been what we've seen a lot from Olivia Williams over her course of the career. She can blow you out of the water as we get an ace from Addie Baumgartner. But Olivia Williams, she can blow it past you, or she can out-strategy you.
I don't know if out-strategy is a word, but I like it. Addie Baumgartner here. She's not doing her jump serves now, and she got an ace first time not doing it. I think she's just making sure she can do that. Blocked by the Eagles. Nice scoop there by Baumgartner. And that was Olivia Williams on the hit. Results in another point for the Eagles to make it 16-7 in the third set. And another timeout by Raytown.
Yeah, if you're the Raytown coach here, you just tell them to keep fighting, keep staying competitive, and obviously it's working for them. You know, they've had a little bit more success in this third set, but if you're Miss Squires for the Eagles, just telling the ladies just to keep having fun.
And I believe throughout this volleyball season, Miss Squires bought a new house, right? So she's been a busy lady by teaching math, coaching volleyball, getting a new house. She's got a lot going on in her life.
At least her coaching job is very unstressful, as the Eagles seem to be winning most of these games recently.
Now, I found that the more successful my team were, a lot of times the more stressful it was because they were such high stakes. Sometimes my middle-of-the-road teams are the most fun because we could just enjoy being together. Baumgartner with the service error. She's exasperated with herself. Gets ready as a libero to receive the serve there.
Yeah, and you even heard Olivia Williams yell, Addie, that we're up right now. You don't need to be mad at yourself.
But that's kind of the pot calling the kettle black, isn't it? Yeah. Olivia Williams telling someone else not to be upset. But you got to love the competitiveness of our seniors. That sets a tone for the rest of the team. Isles on the serve now. 17-8 is the score. And Isles serves it out. That's 2 service errors in a row. And you can't score if you don't hit it in.
Yeah, and you saw Olivia Williams call the numbers there, and Isles just missed her mark. The Blue Jays will serve it, and Isles will set it to Olivia Williams on the jump. And there's that defensive specialist, Haley Jennings, putting in work for the Eagles in the back. Addie Baumgartner with the set to Olivia Williams, and it's going to be out. So The Eagles are leading the Raytown Blue Jays 17-10 here in this third set. The Eagles are up 2-0, so a win here will secure the victory for the Grand Valley Eagles.
And end our announcing for the day. So here we go. Serve received by Olivia Williams. Over turf with the hit. Raytown's bringing it back, and it's stuffed by over turf. Hit back over, passed, great pass to the server. That's what you want to do on the second shot. And that was the freshman Gallagher. I'm guessing she's Irish on the kill there, and she's had a couple nice kills today. And here's Olivia Williams hoping to serve out the match.
There's 7 points left in this match. Let's hope she can get all of them right here. She has a great block there, and Bybee just kind of babies it over. Isles are going to set it to Bybee and get a nice hit, and Overturf just misses the putback. So senior Kira Mueller is going to be checking in for Olivia Williams in here. And
Kira's a definition of a great teammate, isn't she? Might not see quite as much time, but she's always there at practice, always picking up the other girls, wanting the best for the team. She's in there now as a defender in the back row. And that was Bybee again on the kill. That's another kill for Bybee. Overturf is serving. We got Davies back in the game. And Overturf, it'd be appropriate if she ended it here.
Yeah, a 6 points in a row for her is nothing after that long 15 in the second set.
And there's one.
There's one. So on the court now we have seniors Kelly Overturf, Kira Mueller, and for the juniors we have Drew Isles and Addie Bybee, and then a sophomore Megan Davies and a freshman Gallagher.
That's great to see that mix. You've got experience, but you've also got young people you can count on in the future. And that's Bybee scoring again, and I've been really impressed with her. She's been playing varsity ball, I believe, since she was a freshman, but I remember her, sophomore year was kind of a blur with COVID. But here we go. Overturf's got 4 points remaining, does one of her soft serves. Bybee digs it. That's a short set and tipped over by Davies. 22-11, they have them doubled up. Raytown will call their final timeout of this quarter. They're getting good minutes from Mueller in here. And, I don't think this was the most impressive performance by the Eagles, but they're taking care of business now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're taking care of business. It appears that they're having fun out there. And just building experience for those younger girls as we head into this later part of the season, as we get ready for postseason. And the Eagles are going to be looking to make a deep state run this year.
And right now in the conference, I believe they're leading the conference. I don't know if anyone's close to them, but Raytown's a conference opponent, so you'll see a steady diet of home and away matches versus them.
And if you're the Eagles, you'll take this match every night of the week.
And twice on Sunday?
Twice on Sunday, yeah.
I don't believe they are playing this weekend. Styles Blackman is back. And we've enjoyed talking to you today, and hopefully Overturf will finish this match with some more points. The senior Overturf has had a great game, especially from the service line. That ball's out of bounds, and we were kind of prophetic, weren't we, that we were a couple points away. 23-11 Eagles. Overturf with a great serve. Cannot be handled by the Raytown libero. It's 24-11. The crowd is all on their feet. Styles Blackman's ready for this to end so he can get home and get some sleep, I think. Getting ready for his game tomorrow. There's Overturf. It is returned by Raytown. Mueller with the pass to Isles. The fresher Gallagher finishes the game with a spike.
So that's going to be it. The Eagles win in 3 matches against the Raytown Blue Jays, and just key performances of the night. Juniors Addie Bumgardner and Drew Isles, they had great games tonight. And Addie Bybee, she went insane from the line, and Kelly Overturf had that long streak in the second set that really fueled them to a victory without having to do too much that second set.
Well, we've enjoyed talking to you today. Hope to see you in other performances. Everybody, have a great night.